Imagine waking up one morning to discover that the NFL, yes, the same league that has spent decades building its own media empire, has quietly decided to hand the keys to ESPN. That's not a rumor anymore. It's happening, and the league's 32 owners are about to gather in a virtual huddle on August 26 to talk it through. But here's where it gets controversial. Even though the handshake between the NFL and ESPN is already public, nobody is planning to cast an official vote. Why? Because the league is walking a tightrope between confidence and caution, and the owners know that one premature celebration could anger the regulators who still have to bless the deal. Let's break this down in plain English. The agreement, as it currently stands, would shift several NFL media properties, fake NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, the league's digital platforms, and even pieces of NFL films over to ESPN's control. In exchange, the NFL would receive a 10% ownership stake in ESPN itself. That's not pocket change. ESPN is valued in the tens of billions, so the league is essentially swapping content for equity. If you're a casual fan, picture Disney, ESPN's parent, handing the NFL a golden ticket that says, "Welcome to the boardroom." Now, before anyone screams, "Done deal," remember that the owners still have to nod along. The virtual meeting on August 26 is less about rubber stamping and more about dotting I's and crossing T's. Mark Maskey of The Washington Post reports that no formal vote is on the agenda, which sounds odd until you realize the league's legal team is terrified of optics. If the owners vote yes too soon, critics could argue the NFL is trying to steamroll federal regulators who must review any transaction this large. On the flip side, if the owners wait too long, ESPN's shareholders might get cold feet. It's a high-stakes game of chicken, and this is the part most people miss. The owners have likely been on board for weeks. Deals of this magnitude don't reach the public announcement stage without private headcounts. The lack of a scheduled vote isn't hesitation, it's choreography. By holding a discussion-only meeting, the league can claim it's being thorough while quietly signaling to regulators, "We're united, but we're not trying to box you in." Still, the controversy doesn't end there. Some fans are already asking whether the NFL is selling its soul to Disney. Will ESPN now control how highlights are cut? Could we see more Mickey Mouse graphics during touchdown replays? Purists worry that the league's independence will erode, while business analysts argue that owning a slice of ESPN gives the NFL a direct pipeline to cord cutters and streaming audiences. Bold prediction. Expect heated debates on social media about whether this move prioritizes profit over tradition. So what happens next? After the August 26th meeting, the NFL will submit paperwork to the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice. Regulators will scrutinize whether the deal stifles competition. After all, combining the league's own media arm with the biggest sports broadcaster in the country could raise antitrust eyebrows. If the feds wave it through, the transaction could close by early 2025. If not, the NFL might have to renegotiate terms or even walk away. Here's the provocative question to chew on. Is the NFL making a visionary play for the streaming future, or is it surrendering editorial independence for a quick payday? Drop your take in the comments. Are you thrilled to see the league join forces with ESPN? Or does this feel like the first step toward a corporate takeover of America's favorite sport?